Hi guys, it's Ugo and welcome back to another video. And since I didn't talk about my reads of last year, which were not amazing in terms of sense, but I think it would be good if I do a tier ranking of my reads. So I'll be tier ranking all my books that I've read in 2020. So four, yes, four. Yes, because I did the 2023 on the Christmas. It's very confusing time for me at the moment, so it's gonna be from last year because I haven't been doing that. So I have here my tier rankings. So as you can see, I have, I think, 37 books. Not a bad year, very good, but I have a new fave, so books that were like top tier and I still love them. Awesome Time, which is like 5 stars, but it will not become new faves. Great Time, like 4 solid stars. Good reads, I still like them. Some nitpicks that didn't make the 5-star, but books I will still recommend. Then I had the meh tier, books that I'm, you know, how I usually do, like, not that amazing. Then I have the no tier, like 2 stars, and I had a lot of them, and Never Again, like the worst book of the year, and there is a reserved spot for one of them. So let's start. And the first I have here is Burial Rites by Hannah something. So this was the Genres to Book Club pick, and it was historical fiction, and it was a great time. So it follows the story of this woman. I believe she's the last death penalty in Iceland. I believe it's Iceland. It's her telling the story to this woman who is capturing her until she is killed, and understanding her story, where she comes up, and how the society behaves towards her comparing to the others. So it was an amazing story. I was feeling like I wish I could change the past, because at some point we're like, it's not fair what happened, but it was a historical piece, so you cannot change it. I was like, oh my god, but it's so good. I was so entertaining. I believe I was one of the ones that I loved, who loved the most of the book, and I had an amazing time with that. So if you are looking for a historical fiction set with a murder mystery part, this is for you. Dark Waters by Robert Brinza. It's an awesome time. Like, Robert Brinza doesn't disappoint sometimes. Sometimes the books, like, he wrote a book set as a standalone. It was not the greatest, but his Erica Foster series, the Kate Marshall, continues to be amazing. I need to pick up the pace of those books and to read them, but Dark Water was an amazing time. I love the characters, I love the crime, I love everything. Now I have A Marvelous Light, and this was May. You know, this was actually my first Illuma Crate pick ever. Like, I received this book, I was so excited because it was male romance. Like, oh my god, I love it. I was super excited about this book, and I took like till last year to read it. And I read it, I was like, like, the story is okay, the book, the concept is good, I like the world, but then when you come back to the romance, like, the end of the book where we should focus on the other things, you focus on the spicy parts. I was like, it's disappointed. It was meh. You know, I was expecting a little bit more development and things, and I'm like, do I really want to continue the series? Because the series now is with the other characters, so it's, I don't know how it's gonna connect. I was like, So it was not the best read, but not the worst. It was not a bad book. It was just meh. I wish I had more. When You Get the Chance, and this is also a meh read for me. This has everything. I remember when I read her first novel, which I think was Tweet Cute. I'm not sure, but it was the first book she published. I loved it. Very good book. I read the second one. I was like, not as good. It's damn great. Then I read this. Then I picked this one. I was like, this is about Broadway, going to actressing and theater. You know, it's gonna be very good. And it's not bad. It's just meh. You know, the great twist about it. I was like, I can see it a little bit of miles away of that, and it didn't surprise me. And there are some actions there. I was like, really? Not the greatest time. This Fish's Grace. So by Emily 3D. So I did some of reading of book boxes to get rid of them. Not only because money, but also I need space for the editions that I really want. So I was reading this Vicious Grace, and it's not that it's bad. The concept is interesting. You know, this Finestra with powers, no one can touch her, and her touch kills the suitors, and she needs to find balance because she's super strong. But I felt it so bland and so interesting. I don't know. I have a review on Goodreads, so if you want to go to my Goodreads, most of these books I wrote reviews on my thoughts on that. But you know, if I continue the book, will probably be an audiobook, like something that I'll not continue by the second one. And I was like, no, was not for me. So it was not. Sadly, I think from the book boxes that I've read, besides, let me see if I had, besides one, this is the second best. Not bad, but still not great. The Yellow Face, yes, awesome time. I love the audiobook, I love the concept, I love the critic, I love the sarcasm, I love everything about this book. Like, it's not only a new fave because I don't feel like it would become a new fave. Like, I will rave about it every single time I will go to my hand and say like, Yellow Face, but it was still like an amazing time, like top tier book for me in that year. I laughed, like, it was amazing. It was one of the best times that I had with a book, and I love R.F. Kuang. I still need to finish a Poppy War. I'm on the last volume, so it's a promise that I can finish maybe this year, but it's amazing. I loved it. Everything about the book industry, and then I'm going to go to the booktok, bookstagram. It was amazing. I loved it. I'll go wild for it. Then we have Anybot, and Anybot was also a book from our Genre Soup book club, and we always found it was a little bit of a mess. So Anybot is about a robot that comes to satisfy the needs of men, and you know, cleaning and sexual things and things like that. And she starts to get a conscience, so she starts to evolve more, and the owner is very abusive, and you know, she starts understanding a little bit of the dynamics with the man and with the society. And towards the end, we go to this suspense, and we're like, but then it will let us a little bit let down. So we have all this discussion live. So if you want to take our ideas, so but it's not bad, and some people enjoy it, but we were hoping a little bit more. Now, The White and the Blue Between Us is a no-no. Like, this was a manga, and sometimes from time to time I have like this manga streak. I think on NetGalley, Kodansha and others put a lot of mangas, and I'm like, request, read, and I go on like 5 or 6 mangas in a row, and I'm like, oh, overdose. But this one is about, he comes up to this island where he's not been in a while, and then there's like this boy who takes off the lamplighter, and they have like a past, but then they come. It was too rushed. It was too messy. It was not good. I was like, no. I've read better. I've seen better. So it was a no. It was very disappointing. Now, the most disappointing book of the year, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Never again. Like, I hate it. I hate it with my whole heart. Like, I wanted to love it. I want to be like, this is a concept that I'm gonna love. I was so hyped for the book. I read the book. I was so furious about it. Like, it has no, like, the sympathetic villain, and then the relationship doesn't make any sense for me. I hate it, like, with my whole heart. It was like the 1 star I gave that year. Like, I was so mad about it because I was like, this was supposed to be good, and it was not. Like, I couldn't understand it. I couldn't love it, so no. It was like too messy. I wish I could have love it, but no, was not for me. Then I have The Confessions of a 35-Year-Old, and it's an awesome time. Like, I believe, for what I recall, is like this 35 man who never experienced love or something like that, and then they create this relationship, and it's so authentic, so real, it goes so well paced, and it's like, oh my god, I'm so happy with that. I was so happy. It was an amazing time. I loved it. Was one of the amazing times that I had. Then I have to read Loving You When the World Ended, something like that. I don't recall it. And if I don't recall it, it's because it didn't create a good impact on me, neither good or bad. And I have the review on Goodreads, so if you want, go there. I don't recall anything about it, yeah. And it's a shame because it means it didn't create any impact. Then we have the Marvelers, and I'm gonna compile that with book 2, and I was in my face. I still love Amari and the Night Brothers and all that series, and I saw that and I was like, oh, it sounds so good. Now, it was a great time, both of them. I think Elle is a bit down compared to Amari. I think Amari is a lot better, the writing style, but I love the villain. The villain is over the top. I love the villain, and I love the twists. I love the world of the Conjurer world, you know, you have all these factions, and I love that part. You know, a bit of racism, not a little bit, a lot of racism, but it's amazing. I had a great time. Like, it's a solid 4 stars, and I think the author will improve with the next books and will probably reach by the end a 5 star, because the villain is like, oh my god, I hate you so much, but I love you so much. It's an amazing time. I loved it. It was a great experience, and I wish more people know about this. I've never seen anyone. I think it has good, like, traction on Goodreads, but like, I need to talk about it, because if you want things like Amari, go for this one. It's also very good, and I love these worlds. I would hope these books were around when I was in middle grade, because I would read a lot more than just when I start reading with Twilight. Then, new fave. This is a new phase. The Gunkle. Like, I read this book with Neil Patrick Harris' voice in my head the whole time, and I wish this was a TV show. It's amazing. I love the personality. I love his relationship with the kids, the trauma he has for losing the loved ones. Like, amazing, amazing. I still need to read the sequel, because do I feel I need a sequel? I don't know, because the only thing that I didn't like was that ending romance. I was like, he doesn't need anyone. He's good by himself, but we're pushing by that. But we'll see. And there's a sequel, so I'm really excited to get this one, because it was a really great time. I was laughing on the train so hard. People thought this one is crazy, because the book is so freaking good. So freaking good. If you haven't read it, go read it. It's like one of the funniest books I've read. Things That Never Happened. It's a great time. I don't remember where I was when I listened to this, but it was a great time. I enjoy Alexis Hall. It's about a store manager who goes in a fight with the boss, and he ends up knocking his head. And when he goes to the hospital misdiagnoses him with memory loss, because on the first sentences he doesn't respond or correctly or things like that. And then he has to live with his boss for a while, and he starts milking the guilt to make him not fire some of the staff and help the store. But he also understands all the dynamics with the boss, with the family, and start to get a little bit of a romance with that. It was lovely, and I love the characters. I love the dynamics. I think it was very cool. Now, if it was very believable, no, but it's a great Christmas romance, because it's around Christmas time, and compared with The Nightmare Before Christmas, this is like, you see the difference? Now, I'm not so into you. It's a no-no. It's a no-no. It's a no-no. It's a meh. I don't know. I'm very conflicted. So it's the end of May. Just not to be bad. This was Natalie's choice for the Jonas Book Club for the romance part. And no one else liked it. He like the main characters, I'm too rich for you. I know, it was just messy, it was not enjoyable. I don't think none of us like it, so it was very disappointed. And again, I really choose the romance, and the romances misses are like, you start playing on the lottery, but reverse. You say it's a 2, it's a 3. So, it goes around. But yeah, it was not a very good read. A Good Girl Guides to Murder was a great time. Yeah. The audiobook is good, it's a full cast, which I really enjoy in audiobooks, especially on this one, since it has a lot of characters. Now, I found it predictable. I saw the twists a little bit, the red herrings and things like that, from a mile away, but it was still a good time. Then I started watching the series and I was like, nope, you already changed too much for me. It's a no. So I never finished. I think I saw only the first episodes or first, second maximum. But they changed already too much. I was like, nope. No, you didn't need to. Why? This doesn't bring anything new or better, so why? Why are you moving things on adaptations that needed to be moved? So yeah. I'm falling in love with you. It's another meh. I don't remember anything about it. It's on Goodreads. That's what I want to say. Everyone Here Is Lying was top tier meh. I don't remember if it was a great time. Like, was predictable. Some of the things were like a bit over the top, but yeah, it was enjoyable. Then I had Tom Lake by Anne Pratchett, and it was an awesome time. Meryl Streep narration is amazing, the story is amazing, the setting is amazing, everything about it, I was like, oh, in all the time, amazing read. I totally recommend the audiobook because Meryl Streep is the GOAT. It's amazing. I love her. There is no point to describe it. Next, I combined Divine Rivals with Ruthless Vows. It was an amazing time. An awesome time. Like, it's new favorites. I don't think... Okay, it goes a little bit higher. Because I don't think we'll become new favorites. But at the same time, it was an amazing. I read Rebecca Ross. It came with the Luma Crate, the first book. River Enchanted, and I did enjoy it. It was like a meh time, it was not spectacular, and then I was a bit reluctant with Divine Rivals. But I give it a chance in a book. I was like, yeah, why not? You know, it was around Christmas, so I was like, I don't have much to do. And I fell in love with the writing. Writing is so much better. The story, the concept is so much better. The characters are so much well written, and it's so developed. I love the concept, I love the story, I love the characters. It's like, great story. Now, another great time, and this is the best book of the book boxes that I read, Bone Smith. Amazing. I want to read the sequel. It's an amazing world with the characters. Very different with the other book boxes books that came on the same years. I was like, the others were just meh. This one was like amazing comparing to those. And I really enjoy the moments that I have. I still miss the end because I switched to audiobook. And I think I missed some parts. I was like, okay, I need to go back, refresh that because some things may be lost in the hearing. But it wasn't amazing, and I won't read about the sequel. The Housemaid was a great time towards the end. I found it, the last part, very unrealistic. Not gonna lie. The beginning to middle end was very good. The characters, the dynamics, the twists, the twisted mind, love it. The end with the detective was, and if you read it, you know what I mean, very unrealistic. I didn't bought it, so yeah, that's why it's in the end of Great Time, because it's really downgraded a lot of the book for me. Now, Parallel was a great time. This is about a closet gay man relationship in Germany in World War II. It's a graphic novel, very beautiful, very heartbreaking. Really recommend it. There's a very detailed review on my Goodreads if you want to check more out, but it's very good. Once We Burn was a meh. I DNF'd it. I will join here. Stardust Thief. Both of them were book boxes. I DNF'd it around 30 to 55%. I couldn't care for the story, I couldn't care for the characters, I couldn't care for the writing. I was like, it doesn't pull me to read them. With Vicious Grace, that's why it's a little bit higher, because I finished it and I found the story interesting and captivating to finish. These ones I couldn't. I was like, no, it doesn't pull me, and I just DNF'd them. Once a Broken Heart, it was meh. Falling from the Caraval trilogy, I continued to this one. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember reading the first book. I thought I DNF'd it, but I finished it, because otherwise I would say I DNF'd it. I was like, I finished it? I don't remember a single thing on the story, but hopefully I finished, and I don't know, it really connected me. As most people love this part, I didn't connect with the first one. I was like, Lessons in chemistry. It was a great time. I like the concept, I like the characters. I didn't mind the talking dog because it's like you stay inside the mind of a dog, and there are a lot of books like that. I read one in middle school about the life of a dog, and we see the growing of the characters by the dog's eye. So it was nothing that bugged me. Violent Medal of Thorns is a no-no. It's bad. Like, I finished this one. The characters are bland, the story is bland, the writing is bland, the romance is bland, and then by the end, she doesn't have any powers, and then she's like this powerful witch, and then definitely she's superpowered and defeats the witch. It was so unbelievable, so out of the box. I was like, no, it doesn't make sense. Like, no, you know those plot conveniences? Yeah, it was like that. I was like, no. Now, A Song of Steel Flame Like Night, it's a great time. I felt it was Poppy War turning into a bit of a young adult, but with the same mythologies, things like that. I really like the concept, I really like the characters, I like the story, but comparing to Poppy War, it's a downgrade, because it's more on the young adult side, but still a good time. Sorcery and Small Magic this was high meh. So, to explain. The world is interesting because it reminds me of Carry On, and I really liked Carry On, but then the end was a little bit of a, really, just that? And then I understand it's part of a trilogy, and that bumped me like to, maybe I will like the rest, or as a whole, because the first one is like just laying a lot of foundations, because otherwise, if it was just that standalone or the duology, I would probably be like, it's not good. But since it's a trilogy, it has time to improve over the other two books. Dead Silence is a great time. Great time, awesome time. It really depends. It's top tier of great time. I loved it. This was for the Sci-Fi Book Club of Steph, and I loved the time. I believe I was reading it. I don't think I did the audiobook. I don't recall, but it was amazing. So creepy. I loved it. People may not enjoy it. I loved it. It was amazing. Now, Amari, it's a new fave. I said a lot of Amari. It was an amazing time. I love these books. I can't wait for book 4 because it's amazing. Shadow of the Gods, new fave. Like, Orca is one of the GOAT characters I've read. I love her character. I love the other one too. There is one POV that I didn't care for much, but in the end, everything converging. Top tier. I love John Gwynne by now, and I want to read the rest of the books on this series and the rest of the series he has. Like, it's a top tier. Silent Patient was meh. I saw the twist coming from the beginning. Like, it was very much showing what it's gonna be. I was like, no, it didn't convince me. So it was something that I didn't care. Lockjaw. I had that review on here on BookTube if you want to see. It was a good time. Yeah. I enjoy it. So if you want, check the Lockjaw review, because so as you can see, it was not a bad year. You see, it's very much on the middle between greats and meh reads. Some awesomes, not a lot of bad reads, but a lot of mehs, and that bumped me a little bit. But yeah, it was a good read. So yeah, tell me in the comments if you find any of these books on the wrong tier, what you rate them, what are your opinions. And yeah, tell me if you will enjoy videos like this, because I can have more ideas for tier rankings of books. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys on my next video, okay? Bye.